So every company seems to be pulling out of Russia at an extremely fast pace. We're up to tons of big companies out of Russia in just 3 weeks. Now, their PR teams are all saying, hey, it's in solidarity with Ukraine. And that's all well and good here in the West. And we get it. We understand. We like Ukraine over Russia, at least. I mean, I don't particularly like Ukraine that much. Didn't know anything about them until about a month ago. But here we are today. Now, why are all these companies really pulling out? Now, it kind of bothers me that nobody seems to be able to tell the truth on this. And maybe it's just because I only see people talking about it on Twitter. So I wanted to try and explain it, okay? When the U.S. and EU sanctioned Russia, they took them out of SWIFT and they sanctioned their Russian bank. Now, maybe you don't know what SWIFT is. Maybe you don't know how the Russian bank works, because I don't even know how this shit works completely, right? I've only done minor research. And I say minor because I've only cared for the last month. No one's ever been sanctioned from SWIFT before. The SWIFT system is like when you go on vacation and you want to take a trip to Europe. Let's make it easy. Dollar to euro. Dollar versus euro. Now, when you go to Europe, you give some money to the bank first and be like, hey, can you switch this to euros so I can spend some money while I'm there? Or you could take just your credit card and you could go there and you can buy stuff with your credit card and pay it in US dollars. Now, how does this happen? Well, the transaction goes through and then it goes through the system SWIFT that changes it from a dollar to a euro at whatever conversion rate there is. Now, this takes a couple days and it's a really crappy system that maybe, hopefully, we'll get away from. It's actually the best argument I've ever heard for cryptocurrencies, that one Bitcoin here is one Bitcoin in Europe, and it's all the same. You can do it in the same day, So we'll see. That's a whole nother thing. When they sanctioned the Russian central bank, they forced Mastercard and Visa to pull out of the country completely, right? They had no choice. They had absolutely no. It wasn't because of Ukraine. It's because they had no choice. They can no longer operate, and they can no longer make any money, right? You can no longer literally operate in the country because of the Russian bank. And then even if you were able to, all the money they make off every transaction, they can't wire the money out of the country because it can't get transferred to US dollars or wherever country they want to go to. So they just get rubles, which are worthless right now. Rubles are really... I feel kind of bad for them that that's tanked so much, but they really are worthless right now. I think it's like 9 cents or something. That's dropped like 60% over the last 3 weeks. It's kind of nuts, okay? We've never tanked someone's economy so bad in such a short time. So when a company like Netflix, I'm going to use Netflix as the example. You can apply this to McDonald's, to Coke, to Pepsi, to all the other countries that pulled out of there. There's a big list you can look at. When they operate there, if you're a Russian citizen, you want to watch Netflix, and you put your credit card into Netflix, and you type in all your crap, and then you want to pay for it, Netflix gets your money in rubles, but they want to transfer it to their HQ in America, which means they have to transfer it to dollars. They can't transfer it to dollars, so they just have a big pile of rubles that they can't spend anywhere but in Russia. And newsflash, hardly any companies spend any money in Russia. That's why the companies that do spend money in Russia haven't pulled out of it, because they can at least use the rubles there. Now, this is especially disturbing to me because McDonald's pulled out, and sure, they can't transfer massive profits out of Russia, but they can at least, keep their stores going and pay their employees in rubles. But they didn't want to do that. They didn't really care to, keep all those people employed. They had a ton of stores over there, which I feel kind of bad for, that all these people are potentially losing all their jobs now in the middle of an economic crash, which will make the economic crash even worse. But hey, we did it for Ukraine, right? So all this to say, I try to make it short, sweet, and simple. Don't believe the crap that the companies say to you, just like when they change their pride flags. logo things, whatever they rainbowize their Xbox logo in solidarity with LGBTQ2A plus F community. Changes every day. I'm sorry. And yet in China they leave their logo normal because they don't have any rights over there. So yeah, they don't really care. They care about your money, and it's hard to believe that people still don't understand that a company only cares about your money, not your morals. They could give a shit. But anyway, I hope maybe that helped. I tried to explain it the best I could. I'm just a moron like you, probably. I'll see you later.